So this video is going to be talking us through solving equations, okay? So I just want us to focus on one-step equations for this portion. Granted, on the section that we're testing with, it is multi-step equations, but if we know how to spot what's going on with one step, it'll make two steps so much easier. So with that, let's go ahead and look at some examples. Okay, so if I'm going to go in and solve this first one where I have m plus 5, I see that I have this plus sign in front of 5, and I want to solve for m by itself. So because 5 is added with m, we need to move it to the other side. So I'm already going to get it set up. Because it's added and it's positive, we're going to subtract and do the opposite. So this will leave me plus 5 minus 5, that goes to 0. So this is m plus 0 equals, well, 14 minus 5 is going to be 9. And m plus 0 is just m, so that's m equals 9. So I chose to subtract 5 because positive 5 minus 5 goes to 0, which allows m to be by itself. So by doing that, it saves us a little bit of frustration in terms of solving and using it. So if I go and look at the problem right underneath it, I have x minus 5 equals 9. So I want x to be by itself, so I have this minus 9. To get rid of minus 9, I need to add the 5. So I'll use the opposite sign, since it's the opposites. Now we'll do the same thing on both sides. Well, this gives me x plus 0 equals 9 plus 5 is 14. So x plus 0 is x, which equals 14. So that saves us a little bit of time for just identifying, hey, I have subtraction, so I need to add. Make sure you're showing me the symbol for I'm adding or I'm subtracting, because that's going to help prevent some mistakes that might show up otherwise. So in the one in the top of the next column, I have 3a equals 12. So I need to get rid of 3. Because 3 is written right beside a, it's multiplied. So to get rid of it, I need to divide, and we can write division in a fraction format. So 12 divided by 3 is 4, and 3 divided by 3 is 1. So that leaves me with 1a. And 1a is the same thing as a, so a equals 4. Last but not least are fractions. Okay? Don't be intimidated when you see fractions, because that's just representing division. So whenever we see a fraction, to get rid of it, our step we're going to show is we're going to flip my fraction. Because 5 over 1 is what I added on that side, I'm going to do the same thing on the opposite side. So 5 times 1 is 5. 1 times 5 is 5. And then I'll have my multiply by y. So I can put my 7 over 1. So negative 7 times 5 is negative 35 over 1 times 1 is 1. So 5 divided by 5 is 1. So I have y. And negative 35 divided by 1 is just negative 35. And so, oh, my answer got hidden. 1 second. I'm going to write it over here since you can't see it. Y equals negative 35. And that's my answer. Okay. So that's just 4 short ways to look for one-step problems. So once you know how to recognize, hey, we have addition, you do the same operation even if you have multiple steps that happen. And once you see, oh, I have multiplication, so I need to divide, that lets you put all of those together with multi-step equations. So there's our one-step equations. Let me know if you have any questions.